And now, from Studio One in RTE Radio Center, this is Crazy Dog Live. At 3 p.m. on December 14th, 1911, a party of explorers led by Roald Amundsen attained the last great unclaimed achievement of their day and hoisted the Norwegian flag over the South Pole.
We had been traveling across the Antarctic for many months, our teams of dogs doing as much work as they could in the bitter South Polar winds. That morning, we rose earlier than usual in order...
This is not their story.
But you...
Quiet! This is not their story. No, gentle listener, sit back and prepare to be enlightened, educated, and entertained as Crazy Dog Audio Theater presents the quite literally chilling tale of Scott's Last Trip. Our story begins in London. In 1910. On the corner of Victoria Street near the offices of the British Antarctic Expedition.
I say, newsboy!
Yes, Gov?
Evening Standard, please.
There you go, Gov. Here, Gov, don't I know you?
Quite likely, my eagle-eyed young urchin. You have the honour of addressing none other than Captain Robert Falcon Scott, hero of the age and Antarctic explorer extraordinaire. My officers are hereabouts, and doubtless you know me from the many published photographs of me shaking hands with our gracious monarch, His Majesty the King. Some of which may have appeared in this very journal which you daily hawk on this thoroughfare.
Yeah, but that's not how I know you.
Really?
No, you're the bloke what's been coming up to me every day for the last 8 months, taking a copy of the Standard and paying for me with it in washes. Now, that's him, Constable. That's the geezer I told you about.
Damn you, newsboy! Bolt here, chain her, key turned. There, safer than the Tower of London. Wilson, I'm back.
Tea, sir?
Oh, 2 lumps. As you were.
Chased by the police again, sir?
Afraid so.
Bally newsboy again, eh?
Yes, bit of a rum do, I'm afraid. Dash thing is, I always seem to fall for the same sting operation every day. If only
you had enough money to mount a new expedition to the South Pole, let alone pay for a copy of the Evening Standard.
No, if only these horrid shirt collars were looser, some blood might occasionally reach me brain.
Ah. How did the fundraising go today, sir?
Not very well, Wilson, old man. I was given what felt like a large bag of money by the Duchess of Markaby, but it turned out to be...
More washers, sir?
Exactly. I suppose the thrill has just gone out of South Polar expeditions. Nobody wants to invest in them anymore. All I need is one last chance. I know I can reach it this time.
Well, rather you than me, sir. Perhaps you should listen to this gramophone recording of His Majesty. It arrived from Buckingham Palace yesterday.
So it's urgent, eh? Very well, but you'd best put it on. You know how I hate this new technology.
Quite. Although I must say, the sound quality is amazing. Why, you can almost hear that trumpet.
Steady, man. Here's the King.
Mary had a little lamb. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, God, I hate leaving messages on these damn things. Ah, Scott, it is me, the King here. Thing is, I need you to go on one of those delightful and diverting expeditions of yours.
Great heavens!
Rather.
There will, however, be a top-secret agenda. You see, one's nephew, the Kaiser, has taken a liking to whiskey and soda, flavored with this newfangled cold hard stuff that the boffins are calling
ice.
icky. They say it's the wonder of the age, wish, and that you, Captain Snot, above all my loyal subjects, are the greatest expert in the field. How much it weighs, where it can be found, how hot it gets, that kind of thing.
I don't understand, sir.
Quiet, Wilson.
Now, what I want you to do is go and subdue this icky continent for once and for all. Get out there, there's a good chap. Make it one's newest dominion. But above all else, keep the icky away from the Hun. That is all. Your ship is waiting. This gramophone recording will self-destruct as soon as you drop it on the floor. Goodbye, slut. Godspeed.
Wilson!
Yes, sir.
Smash that gramophone! We're going to Antarctica!
Belay that lanyard! That'd be a lovely hat and offsets your pirate's plumage. Something lovely, Captain.
And so Scott found himself on board HMS Terra Nova, once again bound for the South Pole, surrounded by his doughty crew of adventurers. After 3 months, they eventually cast off and set sail for the Southern Hemisphere,
Are we nearly there yet?
with Scott keeping a detailed diary.
Expedition Diary, Day 48. Keep forgetting why here. Grammar, syntax, also occasionally problem. Have asked Wilson to cut back of my shirt collar in an attempt to alleviate body-shaped blood clot below. Crew nervous and shifty. Have called General Inspection on deck to brief them on mission.
Captain on deck! Stow that chatter and blay yon drun-drun! Call him an aristocratic git behind his back, Grandrill-Draller!
What did you just say, Bosun?
Captain on deck, skipper!
Very good. Now you may.
Stow that chatter and blay yon drun-drun! Call him an aristocratic git behind his back, Grandrill-Draller!
Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you. Now, you chaps are probably all wondering why you're all here.
No, we ain't. We answered an ad.
Aye, signed up to explore the Pacific, we did.
Oi, 24 months in sunny climes attempting to locate the exact center of the South Baham, as it said.
Yes, of course it did. Well, I'm afraid that advertisement contained certain necessary untruths.
Certain necessary untruths? What, like fibs, Skipper?
Yes, although I disapprove greatly of such vulgarity, fibs, if you will. Now, what I can tell you is that we are sailing south, me hearties.
Oh, don't tell me.
Very south.
Here it comes.
Yes, lads. We're going back to have another crack at the South Pole.
Why, what's it ever done to us?
I knew it.
Now, see here, you Shah. I know that you must be disappointed. Even you must be, Bosun.
Be I disser narwhal badly. No, skipper, I be apoplectic with noble rage, while at the same time shit scared, which I think you'll find is a very different thing to being merely disappointed, Crumthroat, Crowdrill, or Radneyar.
Settle down! Now, before you all try to escape, Wilson here will explain 3 things.
Aristocratic git.
Yes, sit down. Thank you, men, thank you. Firstly, there is no escape. We're miles from land, and the skipper had to sell all the lifeboats to pay off a rather sizable newsagent's bill in London. Yes, thank you. Secondly, this adventure has been mounted at the request of His Majesty the King himself.
Well, why ain't he here then?
And thirdly?
Thirdly, only 4 of you are expected to brave months trekking across the ice in sub-zero conditions in order to accompany the skipper to the South Pole.
Yes, that's right. Wilson here and 3 other lucky souls will join me on the last great journey that the wilderness has to offer.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, Wilson?
Oh, damn, skipper is what all the other poor blighters who aren't lucky enough to be going must be thinking. Oh, damn.
That's the spirit. I shall pick the remaining 3 on the way there.
On the way to Antarctica?
No, of course not. I could never make my choice that quickly. I shall need time to evaluate evaluate your skills as we all march across Antarctica toward the South Pole.
Well, I thought you said that we weren't all going there.
You're not. You're all going most of the way. Then 5 of us are going to march into history.
Well, if you, Wilson, and the 3 others is going to get all the glory, why do we have to go most of the way?
Oh, for heaven's sake! To carry things, of course. Rations, tents, the dogs, Wilson's piano.
Oh, that's really frightfully thoughtful of you, Skipper.
Well, you know how I love a tune in the evening.
Malayan, Drundrun, and Stolak Shatter! Shove your own piano! You Flanax Marmsey, Drool Hickle Foreigner.
Yes, thank you, Bosun.
Flanax Marmsey.
Well, you may as all make the best of it. To the pole or be damned. The first man to spot Antarctica wins an all-expenses-paid trip to the 1915 Poetry Festival to be held near Flanders in France.
Is there a runner's-up prize, Skipper?
Yes, actually. It's passage from Liverpool to New York on the maiden voyage of the Titanic some 2 years from now.
Very nice. I like the sound of that.
And that's all, me hearties. Dig in.
Oi, Skipper, with these Ferrero Rocher, you really are spoiling us.
Days pass, and Scott grows restless.
Expedition Diary, Day 56. I fear that I cannot continue making up entirely false prizes to award to members of the crew as an incentive to remain in good cheer. Only this morning, I promised a one-way trip on a German dirigible called the Hindenburg, which hasn't even been designed yet, to whoever unloads the most cargo when we eventually arrive. If only something would break the monotony of this voyage. If only we could reach landfall. Number of cigarettes, 15. V bad. Number of chocolates, 3. V good. Will reward self with a long bath and copy of Cosmo, followed by takeaway.
Land ho, eh?
Jolly good, that man.
I say, something up, Wilson, old bean.
Lookout seems to have stumbled across something, Skipper.
Land, eh? Ask him if it's Antarctica.
Will do.
I say, is it Antarctica?
I don't know. There's nothing written on it.
He says he can't make it out, Skipper.
That doesn't surprise me. We're much too far away from the center of the continent to read even the very largest of print. Ask him if it's made out of ice.
Righto.
Is it made out of ice?
It's all white and shiny.
Ooh, oh, ooh. Does it have any large paper parasols or enormous slices of fruit on or near it?
Can you see any large paper parasols or enormous slices of fruit on or near it?
No. I see some penguins, though.
Lookout reports that he sees penguins, Skipper.
Good God! There's a convent! Here? Are they out of their minds?
Well, it rather depends on the order, sir.
You there, that man, forget about penguins. Is the blasted place made out of ice?
I hope not.
Why ever not?
Because what with you and the skipper looking up here instead of steering, it would be better for us if it were.
And so the British 1910 South Polar Expedition had finally arrived at mighty Antarctica in 1911. The delay was attributed to ongoing tram works in Dublin, compounded by the cleaning of Nelson's Pillar. Scott's crew were buoyed up by the change in routine and happily unloaded their cargo.
Slim Shady. My name is Sicka Slim Shady.
That's the spirit then! A full portfolio of shares on the New York Stock Exchange maturing in 1929 to the first man who unloads a ton of gear.
I'm telling you, man, I don't do that kind of thing anymore, you know, man. I'll smuggle it in for you, man, but I'm not selling it no way. I hate that.
Permission to watch you drink brandy, sir?
Very well.
Meanwhile, At that exact moment in Berlin, with subtitles broadcast simultaneously on medium wave,
Seine alcoholic beverage, meiner Kaiser. Danke.
Ich bin nicht enjoying das Whisky und Soda mit die eckige Farben. Bored of it mit der eckige Farben bin ich actually. Wann Jeeves?
Jawohl, mein Kaiser.
haben Sie der Barmann, wat macht das Whisky und Soda mit die eckigen Farben, gesenden der das Western Front bitte?
Geboten, wir nicht haben eine Western Front bitte. Hatten Sie momentlich?
Gesenden him in any case.
Ich nicht lieber das eckige Farben any longer. Eckige Farben. Ha!
Back at Antarctica, Scott and his crew remained blissfully unaware of the Kaiser's newfound hatred of South Polar ice and pressed on with their heroic plan to conquer the South Pole unchallenged.
I say, Skipper,
Yes, Wilson, old man?
that's the last of the cargo, sir.
Topo!
Yes, Skipper. There is just one thing, sir.
Oh, what's that, Willows, old bean?
There are several foreign Johnnies just across the other side of the ice sheet unloading cargo in sleds from a ship.
Wilson, would you excuse me for a moment?
Certainly, Skipper.
Swine! Car! Come all the way out here to make me look silly, would you? Land-grabbing Hun savages! How much worse can it get?
Skipper! Skipper! Yon Farrell were in talk with ye.
Yes, bosun.
Gentleman here say him name be Amundsen. Him say he wants words with ye.
Show him in.
Captain Scott, it is an honor to meet you.
Hold him down, bosun.
With pleasure, Skipper.
Enough small talk, Amundsen. If that's really your name, who sent you? It's the Kaiser, isn't it? How much is he paying you? Very well. Twist his head, bosun.
You don't understand. I am from Norway.
I am racing you to the South Pole in the name of adventure.
Norway? A likely tale. Bosun.
Aye, Skipper.
Now, talk. How much do you know about the Kaiser's plans to use this continent for cooling drinks?
Set you up in a pension plan, did he? Hey, hey? Does he throw in full medical and dental?
For pity's sake, please stop hitting my teeth. I have no pension. We Norwegians are peace-loving people who take no part in international public bar licensing disputes. We have come to claim the South Pole for the King of Norway.
Drink much, does he? Bosun.
Oh! I am sorry, Skipper. It was a million miles away.
Please, we are a legitimate expedition.
Legitimate expedition, eh? All right. How many dogs do you have?
120.
I see. And how many Irishmen? 60? I assume the dogs must be small enough to be carried two at a time.
We have no Irishmen for dog carryings?
You utter bounder! Surely you don't mean to tell me that you expect the poor beasts to walk to the pole by themselves, do you? Bosun, his eyebrows.
Yes, I do. The dogs will walk and more. They will run 60 miles a day if I can make them.
My dear Amundsen, I suppose you'll be telling me next that in addition to running, they'll haul your sleds as well.
Well, that is what they are trained to do. Please, don't tweezer that eyelash. It was my mother's. What are you planning to do with that gun?
Nothing, my dear Amundsen. We British have a very clear code of honor. We always stand for a lady, never abuse an animal, and refuse to shoot lunatics. Dogs pulling sleds across ice? Kindly leave my ship, my fantasizing friend. When I do reach the pole, I'll take a picture of it for you. Show Mr. Amundsen to the gangway, bosun.
Aye, Skipper.
Goodbye, Scott. Good luck.
Good luck to you. You'll need it.
I say, who was that, sir?
Yes, just a poor, helpless madman without a snowball's chance of lasting out there.
Well, actually, a snowball would survive perfectly well out there. It's pretty much, perfect conditions, you know, for a, well, madman, eh? All the way out here, who would have thought?
After weeks of careful preparation on the edge of the South Polar ice sheet,
How's that?
Well, that man.
Thank you very much.
Scott readied his men for the long march to the very bottom of the world.
Where? Dundalk?
Well, chaps, this is it. The balloon's finally going up. I know that some of you men are none too happy at the prospect of physically hauling several tons of heavy equipment and rations hundreds of miles across the most inhospitable tent terrain in the world. But now comes the time that I choose the members of the final expeditionary party.
The damned imposition, I say.
Are it be?
Well, I think it's a great wheeze, isn't it? Look you, back.
Who said that?
Yakida! It was me, boyo!
What's your name, Seaman?
Taff Evans from Clandudno.
I thought you were a Welshman by your accent. Well, you certainly show the right kind of vim for a trip such as this. You can join Wilson and I on our sled.
Although when he says on our sled, the skipper, of course, means helping to drag our sled.
Oh, I don't mind, sir. King and country. Look you, see?
I've also decided that able seaman Bowers will be the final party. Bowers, step up to the harness, there's a good chap.
Aye, skipper.
And last but not least, Oates. Where are you, Oates? Come on, don't be shy. Oates, where the devil is he?
Message from Mr. Oates, skipper.
Message?
He says he's just popped out. He may be some time.
Typical. He's always doing that. Well, never mind. As soon as he gets back in harness, we'll be off. I say, Wilson,
Yes, skipper?
be a good chap and take a quick shufty for Oates, will you?
Right here, skipper.
Ahoy! Hello, fellows. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, there he is, sir.
Do hurry along, Oates. Honestly.
Well, he did say that he would be some time, sir.
I know, but I don't care. He's always the same. I'm just going out, I may be some time. Just going out, maybe some time. Just going out. He'll die saying that.
So sorry, sir. I just went out and I was...
Yes, I know. Just going out, maybe some time. Get into the harness beside Evans and Wilson.
Aye, sir.
Now, the rest of you, are you all ready to pull the supply sleds?
Aye, they be, sir.
And you, Irish chappies, make sure to hold those dogs well up above your heads and out of the snow. Wouldn't want them getting a chill, don't you know?
Aye, aye, sir, we will, sir. Aye.
Run over the snow, damn you!
I say, skipper, do you see that?
See what, Wilson?
Way out there ahead of us in the distance.
Mush, yards!
I can't see anything.
Oh, can you see it, bosun? You've got the keenest eyesight here.
Mush!
See it I do, Mr. Wilson. Bling, bling, yutty, murrays,
You do see something, eh? Well, out of it, man. What does it look like?
It looks like that feller you had me beat senseless with 4 other Norwegians standing on a coffee table being pulled across the ice at high speed by several dogs, skipper.
Really?
What should we do, skipper?
Just ignore him, Wilson. He's showing off, that's all.
But, skipper...
Shut up, Wilson, and pull! Come on, you lot! Pull! The man that pulls the most weight wins a trip around the world in an airplane piloted by Amelia Earhart!
November 1st, 1911, the first day of Scott's last trip. Some say that if you stand on the edge of the Antarctic ice sheet, you can still hear a ghostly voice reminding you of a bygone heroic age.
Are we nearly there yet?
You've been listening to Crazy Dog Audio Theatre perform Scott's last trip with Senator David Norris as Scott of the Antarctic, Dermot McGuinness as Amundsen and Wilson, Connor Lambert as Newsboy, Lookout and Oates, and Morgan Jones as the King and Bosun. Other voices by the cast. Scott's last trip was written and directed by Morgan Jones. Our producer was Ethna Hand. Music and sound effects by Owen O'Brien and Roger Gregg. Our engineer was Mark McGrath. To find out more about Crazy Dog Audio Theatre's award-winning productions, visit our website at www.crazydogaudiotheatre.com.